Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks video. In this video we're going to be covering the update as of today, which is version 1.2.26. Now this week's update doesn't bring any changes to in-game features. However, we do get a brand new issue tracker here in Stormworks. Devs did say they were working on this, and I know it's been quite a long time since they told us they were going to release it, but we finally get it here today. Now the new issue tracker is meant to be much more powerful, much more streamlined, and much more easier for us to use and also search for issues and bugs in Stormworks. Now currently the only way we can access the bug or issue tracker is through the in-game menu. You'll notice at the top right where we've always had it, you can go and click on this and we'll go and open up in your desktop. So once you go and click on the link, it will open you directly up to the Geometer website, and you can see we've got the Stormworks issue tracker in front of us. Now my screen is currently in dark mode. Obviously it does support that, which is a cool little feature. Otherwise we'd also have it in white if we had white mode or normal mode in our browser. My browser is set to dark mode, hence the reason why it's all dark. Along with that, the biggest issue that we had with the old issue tracker was finding current issues in game. You would find there was a lot of repeat stuff that kept on coming up, and it was very hard for us to just come in here and be like, okay, what's the number one voted for issue, or what's the number one voted for feature? So we can easily do that now. So you'll notice here we've got 3 tabs at the top. We can see what the defects are that are currently being reported, what the features are, and what's being closed off and maybe completed or not completed, for example. Okay, so we have 3 very easy ways to go and see that. Along with that, they've also added an easy search bar, so we can now go and search for things. So for example, we can search for modular engine stuff, or we can search for Lua stuff, etc., which is quite useful. Now inside of these different tabs that we have here, let's look for example defects. You can see there's engine cooling with impeller pump that someone's gone and done, double touch and display has a defect, make group, etc. There's only a few of them in here. Once again, this hasn't been live for long. I expect the developers to add some of the ones from the old issue tracker, or at least the big one, the important ones in here. As you can see, I think beginners started doing it already with some of these here. So broken buoyancy with separated parts on one body. Now you can have a look at this, so we can click on this and we can see some information from beginner here that he's gone and noticed or put inside here. Along with that, we can reply on it, so we can add additional comments to it if we want to. Other users can comment on this, and we can also upvote it. So you can upvote any of these things by simply clicking on the star here. So you can see here, I've gone and obviously upvoted this, so hopefully we'll go up to the top here and people can carry on doing that. You can do the same thing with features. So for example, we can go over to the features list. This is where it's going to be quite long. We can also upvote this if we want to, or we can obviously remove our vote. Now, along with that, we can create our own issues. Okay, so once again, please make sure you're only doing real issues and that you don't just flood this with spam. I think maybe the devs have got some way of filtering through that. I'm not too sure. But here we go. We can go and do that. Make sure that you are aware that this is visible and searchable. As you saw, we could search and look at all the issues, and also information like your PC hardware is included in the report. Along with that, we can enter in a subject, so we could say, for example, new Windows, or we want custom Windows, for example, custom Windows. This might have been reported already, and we can go and say it's a feature. We can go in there, add in more information if we want. Maybe we can even do links to certain pictures and so on and so forth. It's completely up to us on what we want to do here. So yeah, we can go and do that, and then of course we can now go and see what my issues are. So anything that I've gone and logged here, for example. So nice little feature that you can go and do. So yeah, hopefully this is going to be quite more useful than what the other one was. I know I mentioned it quite a few times in a couple of the videos. I know the devs have been talking about this forever, and we finally got it. So hopefully this is going to make it a little more easier for us to have a look at what the issues are in Stormworks. Hopefully upvote some of them, and hopefully the devs will be able to look at this better now and action some of these, and we can get some fixes that are needed done in Stormworks. So guys, that's pretty much about it for this week's update. There's not much more to talk about in today's update. I know the devs are still working on everything. They also said that they are hoping on communicating a little bit more with the players, and this is the first step in that process, in talking back to the players, especially now that they can easily get all this data, and also us as a community can easily go and view what the defects are and what the features are and who has upvoted them and which ones have been voted for the most, really. So guys, that's it for this update. I would love to hear your comments in the video description as always. And if you haven't already, make sure you have subscribed and you do like this video to obviously help out with the YouTube algorithm. Comment below and we'll see you next week for another update here in Stormworks.